Hello, witches, and welcome to another night of Witch Talk. I'm your host, Aurora Moon. I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking about retrograde. I remember telling you guys a few weeks ago that every time retrograde comes around, I fumble through my words, and I think so far I'm doing okay, but I guess we'll see. Anyways, tonight we are going to do a lucid dream psychic type spell pouch. And this one is actually going to be really easy. It's really easy. And we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. And that's because it is easy. And it's also because it is so hot outside. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm melting. I can literally say, I'm melting. I have like Kleenex and stuff around so I can like dab my face. Oh my goodness, it's that hot. And I'm sure you guys in the States know how hot it is because you guys are telling me how hot it is, and we probably have about the same kind of weather. If I were to put it in Fahrenheit for you, we've been sitting at about 113, and I know that you guys know that that is really hot. So it's sticky. It is very, I don't know, it's very damp, and I can feel it in my bones. So I'm not liking that right now, but I also want to point out, look at my camera. It's a lot more clearer. Finally, I smartened up. I know I have been struggling with trying to get the lighting and the video better, and it's not an easy task, that's for sure, especially when you wear glasses. There's always light bouncing off of me somehow. But let's get started. I'm going to start with calling in the four directions and the four elements. I do want us to get into the habit of doing that every time we get together. Let's see. And if you are joining us for the spell tonight and you want to join us live, tonight we are using mugwort, catnip, lavender, star anise, and I will go over what those for the reasons of that, chamomile, and I have let me see, amethyst and white quartz. I had to think about that for a second. I was going to say red or rose quartz. And then I also brought out two little pouches. Now, I would recommend doing a royal blue or a royal purple color, white or silver, and I did not have any more purple left. I would normally have picked purple first, so now it's between the silver or the blue. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with. I might go with the blue just because when I think of dreaming, I think of blue, the sky, the air, so I might use it that way. And it's an optional if you want to include it, but I also brought a couple of bay leaves because we can write what we want to manifest with our bay leaf. And if we want to manifest lucid dreams, if we want to maybe manifest peaceful dreams, we want to manifest all of it. We're going to do that. So let's get started. I am going to get my incense ready. I don't normally pick, I pick just random. I get a bunch of incense, so I never remember which one is which. Usually I try to keep with the frankincense and sandalwood and stuff like that. But I'm going to smudge my page. Oh, I'm so happy that my screen is so much clearer. You guys can see me a lot better. It's going to make more sense instead of a fuzzy image of me. Okay, so let's call it in. If you are new to the group, thank you, welcome, and I will take you through the steps. You can save this I think you can save it in your folders on YouTube. I believe there's a playlist that you can add to it. So if this is something that you would be interested in doing, come join us. And next week, I've got a big one coming up for next week. It was a request. I will tell you what that is at the end of this video. So let's get started. I call upon the four directions and the four elements to open our circle as a consecrated place of love, healing, and spiritual guidance. May east and air share their knowledge of all beginnings. May north and earth share their knowledge of all stabilizing influences. May south and fire share their knowledge of all changes. And may west and water share their knowledge of all endings. Goddess, the mother of all, protects me. God, the Father of all, defends me. I am always safe. I am never alone. I call upon my spirit guides. I call upon all forces of good to enter our circle of white light and divine inspiration. May my higher self transmit to me the wisdom or the knowledge I am ready to receive and the wisdom to make the best use of it. Okay, so I've got my bags cleansed here. I'm just going to put them off to the side. Now, this is very simple. Like I said, if you are using a pouch, like a velvet pouch, like what I'm using right now, this is very standard. And you can, they're not going to fall out if you do it this way, okay? However, if you do have organza ones, you may want to use cheesecloth just to make sure that it doesn't seep through, depending on the herbs that you're using, but you should be safe. Okay, so I am going to use mugwort. Now, mugwort, here's the thing. A lot of the herbs that you have in your pantry, because you use them for cooking, you can smoke them too. You can roll them up into a joint if you want, a little bit of your cannabis or marijuana, and you can smoke that with your mugwort. Guess what it's going to do? It is going to give you beautiful dreams. Now, it is not the best tasting. I have done it. Does it work? I'm going to say yes, but I am a vivid dreamer to begin with. So that might be because I have all these already in place in my little dream bag, because I do have a dream bag, but I'm making another one because I always love doing them anyways. But mugwort is really great. Now, of course, you're going to want to be careful. If you're trying anything new for the first time, you're not sure of what you're going to, how you're going to react. So please understand that take this with a grain of salt. You know, use your own discernment. If you want to try it out in a small doses. But the herbs that you get from a tea bag, you can mix it with that. You can mix it with cannabis. It's all smokable. Just make sure that you know what your allergies are and do your research to make sure that you're good. I'm going to mix some of my herbs with my catnip. Catnip is great for bringing peaceful dreams. It's used to relax. It's used to promote playfulness. So it helps ease those distresses that you might have if you have very vivid nightmares versus peaceful type dreams. You may want to give catnip a try in your spell. Now, catnip you can find at the pet store very, very easily. Mugwort, I did find mine on Amazon.ca. If you're from the States, you're going to have maybe a little bit different, right? I'm not sure. But mugwort is very easy to find online. I got it from Amazon because it was the cheapest place for me to get it, and it came to my door. Now I got mugwort and mugwort and catnip. Now mugwort helps with lucid dreaming. That's why we have it in here. It brings out psychic awareness, and it invites communication amongst spirits. So if you're looking to communicate spiritually with maybe somebody who has passed on, this might bring those dreams to fruition. Now, the one that I love adding, and it's because of the smell. Now, I am not a black licorice fan, nor do I drink. I don't drink any alcohol. But I know the smell of sambuca and star anise smells like both. And it smells so good. I love the smell of it. I just don't like the taste of it. And it's got, I find it has a bit of a wintergreen type smell. Anybody who is familiar with the Young Living essential oils, those it kind of smells like that too, but it's got a great smell. Now, you don't have to get the big full star if you can find them. Mine are broken. There you go. They're a little broken. It kind of looks like a butterfly, maybe even a little fairy, depending on how you look at it, right? I've got another one here that is a little bit different. Again, they're all broken, but that's the most fullest one I have. All my other ones are like really, really broken. If that's all you have, don't toss them, use them. Okay. Remember, it's about intention. I just like using the full ones. That's just me. Because I like them. They look like stars. Now, with chamomile, I don't have chamomile in a herb. I have it in an essential oil. Now, if you don't have the oil on hand, but you have the tea bag of chamomile, open one of those babies up. Use the chamomile inside. It's the exact same thing. And then we're also going to use lavender because lavender relaxes. Lavender is a very mild smell. It's very peaceful, and it's very versatile for the essential oils. It's the most common, most used, most versatile, where not all of them can be used the same way as lavender. It's just a very mild essential oil, but I have it in flower form, so I'm going to use it that way. And I'm going to, now you're not going to need it very big. And the reason why you don't need it very big is because, or a lot of it, I should say, is because it depends on how big your bag is. Now mine is, I'm going to say maybe 2 inches by 2 inches. So it's not a very big bag. So I don't want to pack it really, really tight. I want it to be able to mix. Now, if you do have whole ones and you want to grind it down, grab your mortar and pestle if you have one and grind it down together. You can get a really good mix. It also brings out the essence of the herbs that you're using. Now, I'm going to start just pinching it in. And as I'm pinching it in, I'm going to think about what I want these herbs to bring about in my little spell pouch. I want it to smell good. I want it to relax me at night. I want it to help me sleep. I want to bring about lucid, vivid, clear images, spirit communication, whatever it is that you are looking to get from your spell pouch. I want you to say it. Say it out loud. Say it to yourself. It doesn't matter. Fill it up as much as you want. You want it a little bit squishy, though. You don't want it so packed that you can't really close it very properly. And then, because remember, you're putting it in your pillow. Now, you can put it on your bedside. I put it in my pillow. That's just my option. Now, I'm going to put these 3 in here just because I love the smell. Now, this one I will probably put right beside my bed because I already have one in my pillow. Actually, I have a couple in my pillow. Okay, now I am going to use a bay leaf, and I'm going to write lucid dreaming. I want to enhance that. I want to bring more lucid dreaming to my dreams. So I'm just going to write, that's what I want. That is the intention of me creating this little bag, is so that I can bring about my wishes. So I'm going to put my bay leaf. Now, if you have a little tea light going, you can burn it too, and then take the ashes from what you burnt and put it in here as well. Another option. Okay. So I've got all my ingredients in here besides my chamomile. So I like putting chamomile on the outside. And that's just because of the smell. But I'm going to do it very, very carefully. Oh, I have none left. That's not going to work, is it? Alexa, please put chamomile essential oil on grocery list.
I've added chamomile essential oil to grocery list.
It comes in handy when you have it right next to you, right? So I don't have any chamomile. That's okay. I'm going to add a little bit more mugwort. because I'm bringing on these prophetic dreams. I want peace. I want protection. You can throw in some rosemary with it too. Rosemary is great for bringing balance. Let's see if I missed anything. I'm going to put my crystals in. Now, my other spell bag or my other dream pouch does not have any crystals in it. And that's just because that's what I chose to do. This does not want to open. It's taking a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to put these you can get at the dollar store. You can get a whole bunch of your common crystals. I'm going to put a few of my amethyst in here. Now, if you do have lapis lazuli, you can use that too. That brings a lot of intuition. You can also use sodalite. And just so you guys know, I am going to be, each series is going to focus on something particular so you guys can find it easily. So this time we're doing stuff with herbs. Next time we're going to work with crystals. So we're going to start getting familiar with how to use crystals, crystal grids, how to amplify your energy with crystals and spell work. We're going to touch on those topics. And we're going to also touch on the some that we don't commonly talk about, which is next week's spell. And I will go over that more next week with you guys. But it's for child protection. Okay, so I've got all my ingredients in here and I'm going to close it. Now, mine is one of these little pull strings. Now, because I'm putting it beside my bed, I'm not going to worry so much about how tight it is because it's not going to get slept on. But you're going to want to make sure that it's tied tight. And again, you want to make sure that it's a little squishy. You don't want it to be so tight that it's this ball in the back of your head. That would be way too uncomfortable. Okay, so I got this. Now, if I wanted to, I have little moon charms. I've got little pentagram charms. I could always add my little charm to the outside. I could sew it to it. I could take some paint and I could paint little stars on it, maybe little beads, dress it up however you want. You can even use it if you don't want to use it for dreams, use it for bringing about your intuition, enhancing it. You can carry it around with you when you're doing your meditations. It's a great way to get in tune with your intuition by picking the herbs that you feel connected to when you're making it. These are the ones that I chose for myself, but you may feel that you need to put something more into it. And you know what? If you do, have at it. Because that means it's your intuition that's guiding you. Maybe there's something that you need that you never thought of. Maybe you have problems sleeping. You can use all the ingredients in that sleepy time tea to make a little dream spell bag. Just so you guys know. It's as easy as that. If you were struggling with sleeping and you don't like the taste of the sleepy time tea, you can use it as your little herbal blends. Think outside the box. Don't let it scare you. Nothing is wrong if you are being guided. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. I will always tell you, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Now that I have all this in here, I'm going to say a little prayer that I've written down. I don't have it memorized, but you're going to hold your little spell pouch in your hands, okay? And we're going to say, herbs of vision, herbs of night, guide my dreams until first light. Messages clear and wisdom true. Let my sleeping mind break through. Protected, peaceful, safe I'll be. As I dream, so mote it be. Now I'm going to say that again, but I can also post it onto the Facebook page if you guys want it there. That way you guys can just copy and paste it and put it into your own little spell book. My spell book is all online. Every week I write what we're going to do, and that becomes my spell book. So don't be surprised if I actually if my next book is going to be a spell book that you guys will be able to find on Amazon that includes all of my spells that I've done throughout the past few years. So let's say this again. Again, we're going to hold our little pouch. Herbs of vision, herbs of night, guides my dream until first light. Messages clear and wisdom true. Let my sleeping mind break through. Protected, peaceful, safe I'll be. As I dream, so mote it be. I think so too, resin geese. I do. I believe I because I write them all down. They're all my own. So I might as well put them in a book so you guys can, so you don't have to go back to the videos. You can go back to the videos and get the, but having a book would probably be a little bit easier to get to. You can flip through the pages instead of going through the whole video and trying to figure out where my spell is, right? So just a thought. But that's all it is for tonight, guys. I hope everybody is doing well. It's great to see you all here. Valerie, nice to see you, hon. It's been a while. We got the resin geese. I know that's Alana and Stephanie there. And we've got, I saw Tamara on here earlier. Tamara, sorry, I always say Tamara. It's a Canadian way of saying it, but I've got to remind myself it's Tamara. We're missing Jay tonight. We're missing Michelle. We're missing, oh, Sherry's here. But yeah, we're missing a few people tonight. Steven. But you know what? Anybody who hasn't joined us tonight always catches the replay. And they always let me know. And it's amazing because I appreciate you guys. You guys coming out here every week to do this. Oh, I know, Val, it is. To do this every week. You know what? It inspires me. You guys inspire me. You guys always come at me with new stuff that you want me to do. And I always try to figure out how I'm going to add it to our learning and our spell videos so that you guys can find it easily. But yeah, I guess you guys just need to get, I know it's so hard to get a good sleep with with this temperature. I've got air conditioning on, guys. I've got air conditioning throughout the house. And if I step outside, you don't realize how hot it is until you're in an air conditioned house that is nice and cool. And then you go outside and then you feel the stickiness. And then you come back inside and you're like, oh, this is so great. But it's never like that. When you go out, it feels so hot. I know. But you know what? It's the time of year. Hopefully it is short. I don't mind having if it's for you guys, Alexa, what is 24 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
24 degrees Celsius is 75.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
I would be fine with 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That's so you guys can, I don't know if you understand Celsius, so I'm just making sure. But 24 degrees Celsius here would be perfect. You know, with the little breeze, not 40 some degree weather, eh, Val? Oh my Jesus. But anyways, witches, it's always a pleasure to get together with you guys throughout, well, every Thursday. You guys are always so committed, and I appreciate you all so very much. If there is anything that you'd like to see, let me know. I will always find a way to get it either live or whatever we need to do. But I will always try. So thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend, because tomorrow's Friday. Oh, before I go, guess who's getting married tomorrow? Does anybody know? I'm so excited. Taylor and Travis. Yes, it's a love story, and I'm so excited for them. July 3rd. It's and I get goosebumps when I think of them because they're so cute together. They really, really are. So I'm so happy for her. They look like they're perfect for each other, and my heart soars when I see that connection. So let's all wish her luck tomorrow. Whether or not you're a fan of her music, you don't need to be a fan of her music to understand that girl, that woman has blazed through a lot for us being women in general. And you know what? She's a billionaire. I aspire to be her. I do. I aspire to get where she's getting. I just don't sing like her. So, well, maybe I do. I don't know. I haven't tried. I'm not starting here, just so you guys know. Yes, I think so too, Steph. I do. I think she's I think they're a perfect couple, and I'm so excited for her. So I'm going to be celebrating tomorrow with her because I'm going to light a candle for her just to make sure that everything goes well. And she'll be ringing in that night for the July 4th weekend. So happy July 4th weekend to all my friends in the US. We just celebrated Canada Day yesterday. So happy Canadian Day to us Canadians. And I will talk to you guys later. Ciao for now, witches.